Hafide Guam and Hafide World, I'm Jason Salas. This is the Hotspot, and here is what's in today's data server.
The menu, brought to you by King's Restaurant, always open, always local, and Ruby Tuesday Guam, home of the Fresh Garden Bar.
Taking a look at your menu today, the Guam Rugby Union has issued a statement regarding transgender athletes playing in the Girls High School Rugby League. Also, one mother is demanding justice after police took her 15-year-old son into custody without permission, and a pair of lawmakers have introduced bills aimed at saving cash at the pump. Starting off our afternoon show, let them play. Who exactly decides what's an even playing field when it comes to gender identity in sports? KUAM News sat down with one transgender community advocate weighing in on this very controversial issue.
It's become a polarizing issue after a local high school rugby match.
To discriminate, based on fear and bigotry, it hurts.
Who decides what an even playing field is when it comes to transgender athletes joining the team that fits their gender identity?
Transgender children vary in athletic ability just as other youth do.
Community advocate Lacia Casil, who was once Guam's first transgender candidate for public office, with a reminder that they're just kids too. Some say let transgender athletes play, while others call for kids to be taken off the field. She says it isn't the first culture war she's seen.
Just a few years ago, remember it was all the bathroom bills
that
they were trying to pass? They didn't succeed then because there was no evidence. Now they're attacking us, our youth. And it's a real shame because, our youth play sports to gain confidence and to work on things like fairness and perseverance and discipline and working on teams at this level. This isn't professional sports.
She's blowing the whistle when it comes to those saying it's game over for some youth on the field. It's a feeling she's familiar with.
I've been taking this kind of crap for a long time. And the average lifespan of a trans person is 35. Most of us don't make it past 35 because of suicide, because of drugs, whatever, because of, from discrimination like this.
According to the Trevor Project, an LGBTQ+ youth suicide prevention and intervention organization, LGBTQ youth are more than 4 times as likely to attempt suicide than their peers, and 42% of LGBTQ youth seriously considered attempting suicide in the past year, including more than half of transgender and non-binary youth.
Can you imagine me with this tough skin, having taken all this, what our 15, 12, 10, 9-year-old kids are going through right now?
As politics continue to be at play and school officials ready to discuss the matter next week, the question remains, will they let her play? Tomas Manglotnya for KUAM News.
And just before news time last night, KUAM News did receive a letter that the Guam Rugby Union had adopted into its rules and bylaws the World Rugby Law policy, which prohibits transgender people from participating in rugby. You want to tune into Primetime tonight, where we will have the very latest on this story. Well, as I told you at the top of the show, one island mother is demanding justice for her teenage son after a police officer allegedly took him into custody without permission, following a fabricated event of an attempted kidnapping over in Agana Heights. This latest report is with Hannah Devanzo.
It was last month when KUAM reported on an attempted kidnapping in Agana Heights, where a minor girl was jogging through the village when she said a man attempted to pull her into his car multiple times. During the investigation, detectives determined that the girl's accusations were fabricated. According to a complaint written to the Guam Police Department by a distressed mother, her son was identified as a witness in the alleged event. During an interview with a certain police officer, the son claimed he did not witness any confrontation or struggle between the alleged suspect and the girl. The document states that days later, the same officer contacted the mother requesting a second interview with her son, which the parents declined. According to the mother's letter, the officer wouldn't take no for an answer, as he allegedly harassed her through multiple phone calls, calling her place of employment and asked to speak to supervisors, and even allegedly went as far as showing up at her son's school. It was at this point when he allegedly took him into custody at the juvenile investigation section behind the parent's back. The assistant principal allegedly said that the officer told her that the mother gave permission for the son to be taken by GPD. The officer allegedly claimed the charges against her son were obstruction of governmental functions and tampering with a witness. According to the document, when their attorney called the juvenile division at the Office of the Attorney General and spoke to their division chief, she stated that no one from GPD contacted anyone at the AG's office regarding the son. The mother says she will be filing a civil rights violation lawsuit and submit a complaint with the local FBI office against the alleged officer. GPD Police Chief Stephen Ignacio confirmed with KUAM that he did not meet with the mother but did receive her letter. The complaint has been referred to the Internal Affairs section. Hannah Devonzo for KUAM News.
Well, amid soaring gas prices, there are now two competing pieces of proposed legislation to save local motorists money at the pump. Speaker Therese Terlahi came out with the first measure, but she complains that it's been stalled in the Appropriations Committee, while Chairman Senator Joe San Agustin cranks out one of his own. Terlahi's bill would permanently repeal the liquid fuels tax to save motorists 23 cents a gallon, but Senator San Agustin's measure would only lift it for a limited 180 days. Now, the Speaker is appealing to the public to pressure San Agustin to report out her bill. The senator responded by saying, Senator San Agustin, saying a complete repeal of the liquid fuels tax would, quote, cause a decline in Guam's ability to repair roads. The Speaker countered that there's enough excess general fund collections to make up for any lost tax revenue. San Agustin estimates a loss of almost $20 million in fuel revenue, the figure the Speaker disputes. Senator San Agustin likewise contends that there is no guarantee of any meaningful savings given the volatility of gas prices. Certainly this story continuing to develop. All right, well, we are going to go to our first interview now. We're joining me in studio right now, Dr. Dennis Serrano, the Executive Vice President for St. Luke's One Healthcare. Doc, half a day.
Half a day, Jason, and half a day to everyone.
All right, now you are literally on a rapid turnaround on island, but you know, no time to spare for those of you that practice medicine. You just arrived to Guam here this morning.
Early
You're
this
leaving
morning.
on Sunday.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay, and let's maybe start this conversation by how is the Philippines when it comes to its battle with COVID?
Okay, well, the Philippines, especially Manila now, is at alert level 0. That means very few restrictions. All you have to do is wear a mask. Everyone can go around. Everything is pretty much normal. In the hospital, we had 0 COVID admissions yesterday and probably just 1 consult last night for COVID.
Fantastic.
Yes, and then if you look at the COVID positivity rate for testing, it's below 2% in our area. So very, very low levels. We want people to take advantage of this decline in COVID numbers to get all of their medical stuff done. You know, and this is for everyone who's had no opportunity to go to the hospital for the past more than 2 years, and has had works up stalled for them to come in, and because now is the right time to come in.
Now, that being the case, how would you say, general tourism, because we as Guamanians, love going to the PI, I mean, for medical reasons, of course, you guys have a world-class medical facility, but we also want to take advantage of the mall, the shopping at Green Hills. We want to take advantage of, the entertainment, the fact that we have a very, very close cultural relationship to our brothers and sisters in the Philippines.
Yeah, and that's the reason, one of the reasons why we're here, because now we're welcoming everyone to do their executive checkups. And we've sort of made a twist to improve our executive checkup package. So if you are going for an executive checkup at St. Luke's Medical Center, and of course you're either in one of your HMOs or one of your insurances, it will foot the bill for the executive checkup. You can upgrade that executive checkup with $188. It becomes what we call a Wellness Elite package. And in the Wellness Elite package, you get all of your tests done based on your previous arrangement for your HMO, but we put you in hotel-like accommodations within the hospital. So we've converted part of our hospital to have hotel-like amenities. You get buffet breakfast every day. You get gourmet dinner meals. Of course, for lunch you can go out into one of our into any of our restaurants in the ground floor, which are also world class.
Okay, so you mean in the morning I can have a wonderful pancake breakfast, and then in the afternoon get my BMI checked?
Yes.
I'm sold. Sign me up, Doc.
And you can get crispy pata at night and then get your cholesterol checked the following day. But
we'll have a separate discussion about the caldereta and everything like that.
Right.
I got to watch my cholesterol these days.
But on top of that, your $188 also entitles you to a 90-minute spa of your choice, which can be a full body massage, which is a Vichy water spa, or you can get a foot massage with dermabrasion, and you can get a whole body massage, or you can get a facial massage.
Very nice.
You can get any of these combinations, 90 minutes total for your stay. That's a 3-day, 2-night stay in our hotel facility inside of St. Luke's, together with your wellness checkup.
And so hopefully, Doc, I would really love to take advantage of that foot massage. So then I won't have to go to the other department in the hospital and see the podiatrist.
No more.
Because you guys already took care of my feet.
Yeah, no more. On top of that,
that's very generous of you, Doc.
Yeah, it just, and like many infomercials, wait, there's more. So on top of that, we put you on a shopping tour, just like what you were alluding to earlier. We can send you to Green Hills, or to Mega Mall, or to Shangri-La Mall. And of course, St. Luke's Global City is situated at a stone's throw away from Bonifacio High Street, where all of the high-end shopping is. So that gives you an opportunity to get your executive checkup, get pampered with our spa amenities, stay in a hotel-like atmosphere, and then do your shopping at leisure.
And it really is a class hotel atmosphere. I like how you framed that hotel atmosphere, because you're not, you don't have like one solitary window facing a brick wall. I mean, you have a wonderful vista view. I mean, it's world-class amenities, and you're going to be taken care of by some true professionals.
Of course. And all of this for no hidden charges, an additional of only $188 on top of your executive checkup package.
This really is like an infomercial. But unlike an infomercial, and I appreciate how you said it like that, there are no gimmicks. There are no hooks. There's no,
it doesn't start and end. It just stays at $188.
And Doc,
no hidden charges.
At my age, I can't even read the fine print anymore. So there's
you
nothing
don't
I have to worry
There's no
about.
fine print.
Only $188 more
$188.
other than what my HMO or my healthcare provider already covers.
And then before you go home, we do a free body fat analysis, and nutritional assessment for you to take home. We'll take care of your antigen swab for the airline when you go out, and we'll take care of all the other airport round trip transfers.
Okay.
All included.
Now, so many people were already hooked when you said, buffet breakfast, the shopping, the amenities, the foot rub, and everything like that. But as far as the medical workup itself, can you just break down exactly, like, in the executive checkup, it's a head-to-toe assessment of how I'm doing as now a 48-year-old man, right?
Yes. So your executive checkup will be tailored to your age and to your needs. So we have a cardio metabolic checkup for those who are 40 years old and above. We have a diabetes package for those who are diabetic. We have a basic checkup for those who are essentially healthy and young, but still want to get on top of their health issues and want to monitor their health. And then of course we have a geriatric package for those who are 60, 65 and up. So your doctor or you can choose which package you want depending on whatever comorbidity you have. If I have diabetes and hypertension, I'll probably choose what we call the cardio metabolic package, and it has a price of its own. If I'm pretty healthy but I'm 65 and above, I'll probably get the geriatric package, and again that has a price tag of its own. But in whatever package you get, whether it's the basic or the very advanced checkup, you just add the same $188. You are elevated to a wellness elite with all of the spa amenities, the hotel accommodation, hotel-like accommodations in the hospital, wherein you can just schedule all of these tests, and we have a patient care navigator that goes with you and navigates you through all of the tests, and you can do the executive checkup at your leisure time in the 2 to 3 day stay, together with your spa privileges.
That is amazing. So, Doc, thank you so much for making this incredible offer. And I know it's all about keeping people healthy. It's all about extending the fellowship and the camaraderie that Guam has always had for the Philippines. So thank you very much.
So to avail, they just need to call Phil MD. And let me just look at my cheat sheet here. Phil MD is at 428 Chalan, San Antonio Road. They can help you with the arrangements for St. Luke's, and their telephone number is 671-637-5433.
There you guys go.
They'll do it for you.
That's Into Mooning, Chalan, San Antonio, guys. Make sure to call and make sure to take Doc up on his offer. Doc, we wish you the very best. Have a safe flight home.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
All right, and we'll see you soon.
You too.
I'll see you soon at St. Luke's.
Let's do your spa.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to that foot rub. All right. Please stay tuned, everybody, because we are coming back with more sports documentaries. That's coming up next.
Get Guam on demand with Uno Go, delivering food, tech, home, health products, pet supplies, and essentials in a safe, fast, and convenient way, including these special partners. Make the dash to Uno Go. Download the app or visit uno-go.com and get it delivered today.
Say hello to the first Hawaiian Bank mobile app. Want a better look at your spending? With Money Map, you can automatically create budgets and manage where your money is going. Know when you have a green light or when it's time to slow down. Maybe cook more meals at home this week. Set your goals, track your progress, and find your way to exactly where you want to be. With Money Map from the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app. It all starts with yes.
Make the celebration of kindness and generosity a part of your life all year round. Watch Giving Every Tuesday on KUAM News Primetime on the stations and platforms of KUAM Communications. Each week will showcase a different charity, organization, club, or group doing their part to make our island a better place. Giving Every Tuesday is brought to you by Jay Goodman, a happiness company.
We're living in a new world with new ways of communicating, connecting, and moving through life.
Every day seems to be marked with change, and with all these changes, you need trusted people you can rely on for advice and insights about the things that really matter.
Let Gina and I walk you through everything you need to know about real estate, from buying to selling to renting, and all the details in between.
Join us with Jason Solis every week on House to Home.
House to Home every Tuesday on KUAM News Extra, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Man, it was just this passion and this other kind of drive, you know, and this camaraderie. I think something that I've learned is to be able to take a step back and see the bigger picture.
I think the sky's the limit for us.
Let us know what's up on our KUAM News WhatsApp tip line at 671-727-0094. Share information about what's happening in your town, on Guam or the Sinamai, and what you want us to know. Reach us on WhatsApp at 671-727-0094.
We're here in Harmon, coming to you live all over the world on YouTube, Facebook, and KUAM TV8, everybody. My friends at Clutch Guam are creative storytellers for this new generation of athletes and sports fans. And a few of their documentaries will air on the stations of KUAM beginning next week. Joining me now is someone you may know, Coach Dom Sablan. Now, many of you know Dom from Elite Basketball, of course, from Clutch Guam. I remember him as like this little 5-foot-something point guard for FD who was afraid of no man. He went right into there, battled with the bigs. And I think, Dom, welcome to the show, first of all.
I appreciate it, Jace. Thanks for having me.
And it's with that intrepid nature that you now are getting into, you know, visual storytelling, and you're chronicling, you know, what we love is Guam sports. Yeah,
100%. So, I mean, for us, it's really the interest of diving in and exploring the different sports cultures on Guam. You know, Guam is obviously a unique place, and it really resonates as well on the sporting scene as well. So we wanted to just come in and provide, you know, some storytelling avenues for athletes, and you know, just kind of dive deeper into where sports started on Guam, where it's at today, and hopefully where we can elevate it in the future.
And I also appreciate, like, and you know, you've done 2 films right now, one about the story of Guam rugby. So like you're really going through like the history, the blood, the sweat, you know, the frustration, the triumph of what it took to actually bring rugby like on Guam and make it as popular as it was. And then you've also got something that I'm sure is very, very close to your heart, We Are Brothers, the story of a season in FD basketball. Yeah, so just going back to the rugby documentary, you know, my good friend Matt Scrow from Guam Time, I'm sure everyone's familiar with the Scrow family. Shout out to Matt. Yeah, shout out to Matt. And Chris. And Chris, and yes, Chris, and everybody. But yeah, that really came about with Matt just kind of
approaching me and wanting to do this for the rugby community. And for us at Clutch, it was special for us because it was our first documentary or first venture out of basketball. So we went in there with an open mind, not knowing anything about the sport, and just kind of letting the story unfold from the early pioneers of the sport, you know, in the mid '90s, and guys like the Claros brothers, who I'm sure your audience knows very well. So it was a great story, and yeah, we're really excited for the island to really dive in and understand where the sport began and where it's at.
And Coach, I also like how you, when telling the story of rugby, you interviewed like a lot of the guys who were the pioneers, and, you know, letting the young people who now, you know, they may get into this because, oh, my classmates are, you know, we're going to go try out for rugby, and I see it like it's so much fun. It's like there are a lot of people that worked for years and years and years to make these opportunities possible. So you're standing on the shoulders of giants.
100%, you know, and that's the biggest takeaway when viewers see this documentary is they see the end product of what rugby is now, but to understand its humble beginnings and really see who those early adopters were, I think is going to make it even more special for the rugby community.
All right, now let's talk about your other documentary, We Are Brothers. I watched a screener of this. It is phenomenal. I mean, I've always been like a big fan of sports documentaries. I watched, you know, NFL films growing up, HBO Sports, big fan of 30 for 30. This stands toe to toe with like all of those in terms of production quality and storytelling. So I mean, bravo. And tell me now, Dom, how challenging was this? Because, you know, not only are you, you know, giving props to your alma mater and, you know, helping the younger generation of the Brotherhood, I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on you to tell the story right.
Yeah, especially shout out Eddie Pelkey. So, you know, this was especially close to me because I'm obviously an alumni of FD basketball, and I understand the program and how the program sets us up for, you know, things further out in our lives. So that's kind of the story I wanted to dive into was, number one, obviously cover the season, cover the team, but dive deeper into what FD basketball is all about and how it impacts the lives of young men.
Also featured in this shot right now, I know he's coming up, a very good friend of yours, Chris Fernandez, whose number 21 jersey is retired at the Phoenix Center. So you guys are bringing all the heavy hitters back and just showing that, you know, you don't just put on a jersey and play for 4 years and then whoop-de-doo, I'm going to go off to college and everything like that. This is something, a tradition and a legacy that you carry for life.
100%. And, you know, to have Eddie and Chris kind of dive in and really unpack what it really means to be a part of this program, I think was really special. And what made it even more special is this was Eddie's last season as head coach. You know, for the past, you know, 10 years.
There's Chris.
There's Chris right there. Great lighting. But yeah, I mean, it's special to kind of see that generation of Chris and Eddie come down and teach these kids and, you know, pass on the knowledge.
Sure.
So.
Okay, Coach, can we now geek out on filmmaking and everything? Because looking at production quality again, the choice of camera angles and the fact that you're doing this all pretty much like first person, you know, everyone you interview looks directly into camera. And, you know, they don't have leading questions and everything like that. They're just speaking from the heart. How was your creative process in figuring out how you actually wanted to frame and how you wanted it to look and the impact on the viewer?
Yeah, so obviously with this documentary, it's a lot more intimate. You know, we wanted to really get this. First of all, we just let stories unfold. We don't come in with an agenda saying this is how we want to tell the story. We kind of let the subjects tell the story over a 2-3 month period, and then you start to see small stories develop, and we just pack it all together, and you know, it came out great.
Yeah, man, I'm cringing looking at like those practices in FD gym. Not because I don't have respect, but I lost a lot of games in that gym when I was in high school. Okay, so when can people expect to see this? Because remember, there are 2 films, you guys. It's A Guam Rugby Story and We Are Brothers, the story of FD basketball. When can they see them?
We're set to launch it next week. You could check your local listings or go to KUAM.com for the showtimes, as well as just check out our Instagram page. We'll be posting all about it next week.
Well, and I have a like belated Christmas present for you and everything like that. We're also going to stream it on our YouTube channel and on Facebook. So
awesome.
People get it. So we'll hook that up for you.
I appreciate that.
Well, we know you got friends here.
Thank you, man.
All right, Dom.
I appreciate you.
Tell you what, look into that camera and just let people know. Throw one of these at him because that's Dom Sablan, everybody, doing wonderful things to make sure that everybody knows the history of Guam sports and the amazing stories that there are to tell. So, Dom, thanks a lot and congratulations, man.
Appreciate it, Jace. Thank you.
All right, please stay tuned because HotSpot continues right after this.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
See what's on TV tonight with schedules, network news and notes, local promotions and giveaways on KUAM Communications social media pages. Like and follow us on Facebook or Instagram now for all the latest and never miss out.
The relationship between Guam and Manila, Philippines is undeniable as we share similar cultural traditions, history, and heritage, with generations of Filipinos calling Guam home. KUAM presents a monthly look at the capital city featuring in-depth and engaging interviews on everything from medical tourism to new business and government leaders. Veteran newscaster Nestor Lecanto delivers Beyond Our Borders. This special program is brought to you by KFC and the Medical City, where patients are partners.
Start off your middays with the menu on KUAM News HotSpot, your preview to the big news items. Broadcast on KUAM TV 8 weekdays at noon, with live stream on our social media platforms, plus an encore at 5 p.m. on KUAM TV 11.
The Menu, brought to you by King's Restaurant, always open, always local, and Ruby Tuesday Guam, home of the fresh Garden Bar.
Guys, this is all fundamental stuff we started 2 months ago. All we gotta do is trust in it and lean on it and believe in each other.
If you lose the championship this year, would you consider this a failed season? Yeah.
We are now closing out Earth Month with our Sustainability Challenge feature, and I have the man, the myth, the legend, my brother here at KUAM, Victorious Falan, with his feet dangling off the little chair here.
I can never fit in these chairs, but thank you for having me.
Well, you know, you weren't dangling at all when it came to this challenge and everything like that. You met some really amazing people.
Yeah, I met up with Numatlu Refilleries, Mina and Tori, and kind of like got to know the gist of what they're up to. If you see them roam around in their Numatlu van, you'll think like, ooh, what's in that van? And they opened it up right here outside of the building, and they showed me all the good stuff that they got. So I'm pretty sure you guys want to see it, so check it out.
Sustainability Matters Challenge is presented in partnership with UOG Center for Island Sustainability, Guam Green Growth, and UOG Sea Grant.
Si Mina Flores Cantrell.
Wahusi Victoria Flores.
And we are the founders of Numatlu Refillery. So our mission is to help the community reduce their single-use plastic waste. Every day on Guahan, we produce 660,000 pounds of trash a day, and that's not even including the trash from the 1.5 million tourists that visit our island every single year. So we have a huge waste crisis and not many resources to get rid of our plastic waste. So we're trying to encourage the community to invest in more compostable options. So we sell a lot of zero waste swaps, items that do not create any waste, and we also are encouraging them to refill on products, which is definitely a new business model here on Guam, to bring your container to us and fill it with product such as shampoo, conditioner, lotion, laundry concentrate. We really like to provide household and body products that people use on an everyday basis, and so bringing that container back and reusing it over and over again definitely helps divert single-use plastic from the landfill.
So right here on the table we have all your plastic-free alternatives for the ones that you would swap in your home. So for example, instead of you using or constantly reusing your really gross or yellow and green sponge, we do have a compostable and biodegradable alternative made out of coconut husk for the scrubber part and then wood pulp cellulose for the sponge. And then that's just a little glimpse of what we do or what we have for those kind of accessories. We even have stuff like bamboo toilet paper, bamboo paper towel, reusable, silicone storage bags. We even have, instead of you constantly buying paper towels at home, we do have a product that replaces 10 rolls of paper towels. We personally use it to wash our dishes. You can use it to wipe your counter. I like to use it for, my body when I'm showering and stuff because it's nice and soft and it's not plastic, which is lovely. Another example would be our dish brushes, where it's made out of agave bristles and then also bamboo handles.
The refill model is really great because it's new to Guam. Not a lot of people are used to being charged by ounce, by weighted ounce. But what's great about this is if you want to try something for the first time, you don't have to commit to a full bottle. You can just pay for one night's worth, and that would only be $1 or less. And if you like that, then you come and fill up. So it really is convenient for that part for the customer, just as long as you bring your container.
So these are the refill items. Everything is on tap. We have stuff like shampoos, conditioners, body lotions as well, and then also body soap. And then for the household side, we have laundry concentrate right here, stain remover here as well, and then also Castile soap base. So Castile soap is it's olive oil based, but with this kind of soap base, you can literally use it for anything. You can use it to shower, you can use it for laundry. I dilute it with some water and use it as my counter spray instead of me having to constantly buy harmful chemicals as well. Our most popular would have to be the tuberose. So again, that is more similar to the ylang ylang flower, and this is the conditioner. You can go ahead and smell that one.
Whoa, no joke.
Yeah.
You have to be here to smell this.
We'd like to give a huge shout out to our customers, our family base. Without our customers and the willingness to be more eco-friendly and zero waste, we would not be operating. So we're really, really grateful for those people who are really putting initiative to make a great change for our island. Yeah, I think that's it. We're grateful for everyone and for all the exposure too, like KUAM and all the newspapers who've been releasing all the information about where to find us, all the good work we're doing. So we're really appreciative for all the support.
Sustainability Matters Challenge is presented in partnership with UOG Center for Island Sustainability, Guam Green Growth, and UOG Sea Grant.
All right, Vic, good stuff, man. Nice job.
I know. It was really fun to learn that that small van can literally handle a whole lot of those stuff that they got to offer. So it's pretty cool.
Good people doing good things. All right, everybody, for Vic, Falan, and all of us here at KUAM, remember, everybody, the golden rule: the best kind of show pal is free show pal. So please share with your friends. That's all our time. We'll see you next time.